It's the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. Welcome to another episode of the Mike Prince Show, brought to you each and every day here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our social media handles are Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter are at the Mike Prince Show. The YouTube channel is Open Mic Broadcast Network, and of course our website, obnradio.com, and our 24-hour dial-in message center, 713-570-6736. And without any further delay, we'll jump right into today's episode. Today's episode being made possible by the attorney Lee Van Richardson, located in Hempstead, Texas. That exact address is 1047 Austin Street. The phone number is 979-826-8008. Call, set up your appointment for any legal matters that you may have need of. We cannot forget the good people from the Prairie View Athletic Club, supporting Prairie View Athletics since 1986. You can become a member today by simply dialing 936-857-5817.
Are you looking for an affordable way to increase your business? Let the Open Mic Broadcast Network lead the way. For a customized, affordable ad campaign, call 832-213-8824.
We'll get right into today's news and tidbits. Panthers falling short against Incarnate Word on yesterday, 14-3, as they get ready for their final series against the Southern University Jaguars, taking place on Friday, Saturday, and concluding on Sunday. Texas Southern loses to Houston Baptist by the score of 6-4. As you know, baseball is very near and dear to me here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. I'm a former baseball player, and I always try to give any tangible, notable news in regards of baseball, in particular to that of the Southwestern Athletic Conference and HBCUs across the board. And we had been monitoring and tracking the third assistant story that was heavily contested, a lot of disappointment by coaches associations and college baseball across the board. But they released the final voting tallies, and there were 36 conferences against the third assistant, 23 for, and 3 abstained. And I tweeted those conferences. You can go to the Mike Prince Show on Twitter, and you'll find out exactly who those conferences were. But in my reading of an article that was published by D1 Baseball, and the author was Kendall Rogers. He's one of the executive writers for D1 Baseball. They actually do pretty good work. And this is where I'm going to need your help today. I truly, truly need your help today to help me get some clarity and make sure that I'm not overanalyzing, because sometimes as humans, in particular with something that's near and dear to you, you can become over analytical. So I'm really going to be leaning on you for today's show. Remember, the call-in number is 713-570-6736. You can leave your comments on our Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram at The Mike Prince Show. You can even leave your information on our YouTube channel, the Open Mic Broadcast Network. But I truly, truly want and need your feedback on today's show topic. I'm going to give you the summary of it, because I'm not going to hit on it long, but sometimes when it's plain as the nose on your face, you can't ignore it. The article in summary gives how there was some deceptive trade acts, if you allow me to put it in that manner, on particular conferences. The American Conference was one of them, and the Big East was another. I believe that was the WCC. And their head baseball coaches were under the impression that their conference commissioners and ADs would be in support of the third assistant. But to their surprise, it ended up with a no. But then the report goes on to say, well, we knew that the MEAC and the SWAC would vote against it because they don't have any money, in summary. And for the most part, you can agree with that comment, but I would beg to differ that the MEAC and the SWAC were not the only conferences that have financial challenges per se. And I found it very interesting that you could single out those two particular, we weren't counting on their vote anyway because they don't have any money, which really reinforces why I believe that you should invest in baseball so you can consistently beat the brakes off these other guys and leave no room for doubt. Now, where I need your help, am I being oversensitive on this particular issue? We know there are some truths to that, but do you really believe that the MEAC and the SWAC conferences are the only conferences that are having challenges when it comes to financing baseball? Some of it, I believe, is because we don't understand the proper financing of baseball. You don't just throw a little money in that direction and say, go get it done, but to properly invest it. And I've been on record for documenting that. But I would love to get your feedback on what you thought about that comment. I'm actually going to add the link to that particular report that was put out and let you decide. I'm not huffing and puffing because it is what it is. But I find it very intriguing, very interesting. One of those deals that would be commented upon and is supposed to go by untouched. Well, not on my watch. And we know there are financial challenges with our beloved conferences. We understand that. We embrace that wholeheartedly. And since the beginning of time, we've worked against the grain. And we've always made the most out of a little. All conferences that voted no, that you would single out the MEAC and the SWAC. Just me thinking out loud. Please call and share your thoughts and opinions about this. 713-570-6736. One thing about us here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network and the Mike Prince Show, I do not have a problem openly discussing whatever it is that needs to be discussed. Be it good, bad, indifferent, agreeable, or disagreeable. We embrace that because dialogue is the way. And sometimes negative dialogue can help you get to the bottom of a solution. You just got to be able to see the facts for the facts, adjust, and get better. But I know for a fact that the MEAC and the SWAC are not the only conferences that are challenged for resources in the sport of baseball. In fact, there's been recorded reports that baseball on the collegiate level has been somewhat challenged at the gates, if you would, and primarily because the institutions do not invest in the programs like they properly should. But then to use the fact that the MEAC and the SWAC, we knew they would vote no. Nonetheless, it is what it is, and it's going to be what it's going to be. That's why we do what we do. SWAC baseball tournament will begin on May 15th in the Big Easy. Still waiting on the official report on how the conference will handle the ineligibilities of Mississippi Valley and Alabama A&M. Had some of you chime in and say the easy thing to do would be to simply allow Pine Bluff, Arkansas to come in, represent the fourth team from the Eastern Division, and let it go from there. And I understand that, and I feel you 100%. And do we allow a team that currently is 2-17 to enter into the conference tournament? Or do you make the adjustment the other way? You can chime in on that as well. 713-570-6736. The Prairie View Panther backers are scheduled for their annual golf tournament May 6th. Get in contact with Dino Robertson at 713-417-2090. Register your team, sponsor a hole, make a donation toward the cause to support the Panther backers. SWAC Media Day, July 16th, 2019 in Birmingham, Alabama. Still working on the exact location in Birmingham, Alabama. But trust me, we'll be there with bells on. Football camp will open up on August the 1st.
Hello, TV Nation. It's Kimberly Runnels, your National Alumni Association president. Just wanting to invite everyone, alumni and friends, to our 45th annual National Alumni Convention held at the Houston City Place Marriott in Spring, Texas. The date, July 25th through the 27th, 2019. Don't miss it. Fellowship with other alumni. We have a networking seminar occurring, and of course the Athletic Summit returns as well. Soon, registration information will be available. So don't miss 3 fabulous days at the Houston City Place Marriott in Spring, Texas.
Don't forget you can call and register today for the National Alumni Association Convention by simply dialing 936-857-5817. I believe I've shed enough light for today. It is time for me to exit stage left. I do thank you for joining me on today and every day on the Mike Prince Show here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Don't forget to visit our website at obnradio.com. Become a listening partner today. Simply click on that PayPal button, make your donation, and it's just as simple as that. obnradio.com. I've got to go, but as always, until the next time, you guys be blessed, and we'll see you on the other side.